let's get into it.
I thought I told you.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Bosky. I'm back with another episode. I really don't know what I wanted to speak about today, so I'm just going to pick something out of thin air and then get right to it. Usually, yes, you should be prepared, but I'm still working this out. I'm still trying to figure out what is it that I want to share on this channel. So today I'll just talk about where I'm at currently in my business, and hopefully I can provide you with value. So in my business, where I'm at right now is I'm headed into year 3. I've been learning a lot. I remember starting this 2 years ago, right? In the first year, my revenue generated from my business was only $35,000. It was really interesting, right? And humbling, because I'm someone that has a bachelor's degree. I can work for other people, or I could work for a big time company, and I can obviously clearly make double that income and stuff. But I wanted to better myself. First year was pretty interesting. The good thing is I was still making money or generating revenue, right? Even though I had a lot of expenses. I mean, a lot. I remember in the first 8 to 9 months, I had spent over $10,000. There were so many different subscriptions I had to buy. There was so many things that my business needed. I had to get extra cameras, extra gear. It was a lot. It was a lot of investment. I remember applying for a credit card. Credit card limit was at first $5,000. It got raised within 3 months to $10,000, and I ended up paying whatever. I paid the whole thing off. Oh, I had to get a new MacBook Studio because I needed a computer that could edit faster, right? So all in all, I paid off again, I said $10,000 in the first 8 months, and then so helped build my business credit, by the way. And it was pretty interesting. I had a lot of fluctuating months. I started out hot off the gate. I remember the first month I cleared $4,000. I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. I'm out here. Next month was $3,000 or something like that, But then I had a couple of months when it was oh my God, I made $1,000, and so on and so forth. So it was really up and down. And then last year, I went from 35,000 to 50,000. So I made an additional 15,000 with less expenses because I didn't have to pay for it and get other stuff. I still had subscriptions and stuff over and over in a year. I would spend anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 per year on my business. That's minimum, right? And that's because I have to renew on the subscriptions. I have to purchase certain things, traveling, and things of that nature, right? So I'm sharing this with you. I want to be transparent because people don't realize how difficult it is, and sometimes humbling, because if I had jobs where I was making double that, you know what I'm saying? In certain situations and stuff, right? And to bet on yourself and not even make close to what you were making previously, it was at times could be real discouraging. And then when you work for yourself, I'm just the type of person that likes to forward project positivity. So when people will ask me, how's everything, this, that, and the third, I'm like, yeah, everything's great, everything's Gucci. But inside is yo, this is stressful. I have to wear multiple hats. And I'm human. That hurts, There's things I want to purchase, I can't purchase. There's people that want my services and they're lowballing me and I have to turn them down in certain situations, or sometimes because of the day of the month. And, I have bills. I may have to take a lower job that I typically would want to take. And then it's usually, generally, that comes with the most problems and headaches, right? Someone might want 1,000 edits to a video where it's yo, what are you talking about? This is a high quality video. You overthinking social media. Post the content. Why are you making 10,000 edits to a video that, people are going to forget in 24 hours? The whole point is to keep the algorithm pushing. So most people don't know this. When I was younger, I used to build computers, right? I used to fix people computers at 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old. So I started at a young age developing my entrepreneurial skills. Literally, I used to go in the hood. I'm from East Harlem. I grew up in 1775 houses on 126th Street in Lexington. And in that building, I used to fix people computers, troubleshoot their printer problems. And sometimes it would be things wiggling a cord and things of that nature, where I would get paid $40, $50, $60 sometimes. If I was upgrading an operating system, I was banging people over the head at the time. Like I'm 11, 12 years old, I'm getting $120 and they pay me because their problem is fixed because they don't have anyone else to like fix their computer and whatnot. And that's how I was learning. And this is during the time where, you know, some people didn't have CD-ROM drives on their computer. So I had to go around with these floppy disks. Oh man, maybe I'm dating myself, but it's whatever. But the whole point is like, I've always had this outgoing personality and stuff to like go make things happen, even at a young age, because my mind was really curious. And I had to like figure out how to do things at an early age because I was the kid that broke everything, right? I was the kid, well, not just that, I was also the kid that would like hook things up. So like hooking up a VCR player to another VCR player so I could dub the tape so we have a backup copy for no other reason just to figure out the mechanics of such. So that way I can learn how to do a new skill and then apply that later on. And then that obviously that like advanced. Then I was transferring VHS to CD-ROMs and then backing up the CD-ROMs too. And then burning obviously CDs and DVDs, and then led to like burning games and getting games to work on my Xbox or, you know, my Dreamcast at the time and things of that nature, which was fun. Like I love and enjoy doing things like that growing up. Entrepreneurship is really, 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 really interesting, right? You will grow. Is this for everyone? It can be if that's everyone's choice and they want to do that. But do I recommend that? I don't know. I think people need to sit down, get a notebook, spend some quality time alone with yourself and ask yourself these questions. Where do you see yourself in the future? How much money you would like to make if money was not an object? Close your eyes and envision the life that you want. And what is your plan to achieve that? Because as an entrepreneur, there will be a lot of this. It's inevitable in the beginning until you create a strategy for yourself to go like this. But it's rare that every business stays like this, you know? It's just, it is what it is, right? And it's no changing that, but you have to find comfort in that. So, and for me, the last 3 years, it's been this. You know, and then, you know, but with that comes growth. With that comes, I don't want to say humility, because I believe that word suppresses your inner self, but it comes with restraint. In that, knowing that you have to put in the work and you have to be okay with the blessings of the positive and the negative, and learning how to navigate in the gray. That's very important, right? Business, man, it's up and down. So yeah, hopefully this information or this video helps you guys. Hopefully I was able to speak about a little bit of the things that I have to personally go through. And, you know, I'm still growing, I'm still learning. I'm going to share later on some of the projects I've been doing and working on this year, because, you know, I've been doing a lot of contracting work where other big companies have hired me to film their installations, their events over the year. So I'll get into that. Like I was running around all over New York Fashion Week this year. It was nuts. It was insane. It was very, very fun. And yeah, I'll share things like that. And not just that, just the different type of people I've been able to meet and work with and help build their brand. Obviously, on the previous episodes I've had, you've seen some of the BTS. I'm gonna change up the BTS moving forward. I want it to be a little bit more interviews, interactions, and take you through the steps in the process. So that way you guys can see what it's like on my shoots, and those interested in videography or filming, you guys can learn the tips and tricks of how to create these things. So that way I'm providing you guys with value other than you guys just seeing like just short clips of what's going on, which is high quality clips, by the way. You see what I'm doing out here. But yeah, I'm just, again, trying new things, and I can't wait to make my next video where I start that process. I am out, over and out. Peace.
It's Bosky, bitch.